Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me, Takersubity2 here, and for today's video, and as we all know, Mario is dead. After March 31st, 2021, Nintendo has been celebrating the 35th anniversary of the Mario Bros. Franchise for the past 6 months by having its special Mario theme events, merchandise, consoles, and who cannot forget the games and ports itself. But after the March 31st came by, Nintendo has taken out a few games from their eShop since they will not be making any more of these games physically and digitally as well. For example, games such as Mario 3D All-Stars and Mario 35 and Fire Emblem, The Blade of Light and Shadow Dragon has been taken off to the Nintendo eShop, and the eShop itself has went back to its original state. The Mario Bros. Game & Watch has also been taken off of shelves in the retails, though I've been seeing comments that the Mario 3D All-Stars games can be still seen in like your local stores like Walmart or Target, but I haven't seen it myself yet. But I think it's best that Mario and its games are now gone for good. But since the 35th anniversary has now gone by, who is next by our lineup? Well, it is another popular franchise of Nintendo, and we all know from the video's title. Our next anniversary celebration is going to be the Zelda 35th anniversary, and so far we have known nothing else about the 35th anniversary. Keep in mind that Nintendo has already kind of gone by this. Well, the thing is, it is like the 35th anniversary has already gone by. It was supposed to happen at least February 2021, but the thing is, Nintendo has kind of barely acknowledged the 35th anniversary, and so far, in the February Nintendo Direct, we got so far was the HD part of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword coming to the Nintendo Switch this July with its HD resolutions, special themed Joy-Cons, and others. And the thing is, how will Nintendo celebrate this franchise's celebration properly? I already made a video about this a couple months ago, but I want to clarify this more since a couple months has gone by, and plus the 35th anniversary of Mario is now over. I think it's the best time to talk about this. Now, like I said, Nintendo has kind of barely acknowledged the 35th anniversary, and Zelda fans and Nintendo fans are wondering if Nintendo are just either forgetting about it or just not even going to pay attention to the franchise at all. Because fans are assuming that, because we only got one thing so far from the Zelda franchise, and that was the Skyward Sword HD port. But I think, in my opinion anyways, is that, keep in mind, I kind of think that they want to save it at the right time. Like, Mario, it's understandable. They pretty much talked about it back in September 2020 with its anniversary Nintendo Direct and all. I think they will do the same thing for the Zelda franchise with having the Zelda 35th anniversary Nintendo Direct, showing off its Zelda themed merchandise, merchandise events, and especially themed consoles. They kind of already did that with Zelda Breath of the Wild, with having its themed Nintendo Switch. But if they want to expand it more, they could pretty much, like, I don't know, have a 35th anniversary logo of a Nintendo Switch theme, and possibly have its gold and green sort of color render, pretty much like what they did with the red and blue Nintendo Switch theme. You know, just to commemorate the design of Mario. Oh, and who cannot forget about the games itself? For example, the ports are really obvious. I think the most three popular games that would make sense is, like, aside from Skyward Sword HD, the three games that I think would be a great ported game for the Nintendo Switch was Wind Waker, Zelda Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time. But keep in mind, about a month ago, I think a couple months ago, there was a rumor from the fact that in about a couple months, there is going to be an announcement of when the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD is also coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. But it is only a rumor. We're not entirely sure if it's entirely true, but we'll just have to wait and see in a couple months. And Ocarina of Time, we all know how extremely popular that game is. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, if they're going to come to the Nintendo Switch as a separate sort of deal, then if not, then Ocarina of Time can possibly have its sort of like remastered game. They already did this with the 3DS and all, but how about they can do it again, because that's pretty much Nintendo's business way at this point. And I think I know what you're gonna. I think I know what you're thinking. What about Breath of the Wild 2? Well, about a couple months ago, along with the 35th anniversary of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, and especially in the Nintendo Direct, February Nintendo Direct, Aonuma, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, the creator and designer of Zelda, has stated that they didn't have any plans to show up more teasers of the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but they will do it pretty much somehow like throughout 2021. Fans think it would be a good time for the sequel of Breath of the Wild to be at least, get a brand new teaser at E3, since the last time we had a teaser was like back in E3 2019, and that was 2 years ago. And given the fact that E3 is coming back as a digital event instead of like a in-person event this time, I think it's best if Nintendo might step up to their game by giving out big announcements such as already the Zelda 35th anniversary and also pretty much the sequel to Breath of the Wild. I think that's only the perfect timing. I know fans are thinking that they just forget it, but I just think they don't want to do it at the right time. Sure, it already has gone by, but I think they just want to save it for like the big moments. Really, I mean, even though E3 2020 was canceled last year, to be fair, the whole pandemic thing was happening and they had to do it their own way. But since E3 is back, I think Nintendo is going to step up their game. And with all that out of the way, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What are you most looking forward to the Zelda 35th anniversary, and what are your predictions of what's gonna happen? Since Mario's 35th anniversary has gone by, Zelda is up next. And with all that out of the way, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Remember this, once a legend, always a legend.
Like a Hellcat.